You gotta keep on breathing if you wanna make sense of it all. We will not fall.
So let's start by lying down on our backs with our knees bent and the soles of the feet wide of our mat. So coming into your constructive rest pose. And as you start to get into this position, start to spread the pelvis out, which is what we focused on last week in our water element. So think about the sacrum, think and feel the pelvis spread out underneath you. Spread the waists, the rib cage, the shoulder blades, which means lifting up the upper back. Spread those out nice and wide. And with the hips, just try and relax into the hips. Let the knees just knock in towards one another. That kind of gives the pigeon-toed effect. And the feet are nice and relaxed, nothing's gripping there. With your arms, I'll give you a few options. You can keep them down by the side of you, palms face up, palms face down, but notice how that affects the shoulders. Or I'm going to take them up into cactus, which is a bent elbow and the backs of the hands resting down. So the fingers can lightly curl. They don't have to all spread out and spread down towards the mat, but wherever you are, whatever you're choosing, whatever arms, just be comfortable. And also try to keep the eyes open throughout the practice so that you can see everything and take in everything. And that's the organ of sight, really, is the eyes, and is our fire element. So when our fire element is in balance, we see things clearly with clarity. And when our fire element is imbalanced, some things are quite blurry or difficult to understand, difficult to see. So see with clarity, see with focus today as we embrace our fire element in these hot days. As we gaze up towards the ceiling, the sky, just focusing on one single point, our drishti, a single point of gaze, and blur out the peripheral. Hone in on that one single point. Find a steadiness of the breath that really does initiate from the navel, the belly. That basically means that when we fill our lungs, the diaphragm, the muscle pushes down and fills the abdomen. And then as we relax, we let that belly soften, not contracting any abdominal muscles. And the lower back sinks into the mat. So fire can be furious, destructive, and ferocious, but it can also be calm and like a candle flame. And today we're going to actually look at that calmness of fire, maybe creating a little bit of heat, but working up towards our peak pose, which is Firelog, some know as Double Pigeon. So for now, just draw in to the element of fire, inviting your inner strength, courage, discernment into your practice today. Just a couple more breaths. Preparing the mind, body for practice. And then keeping the arms wherever they are at the moment. Just heel toe, nice and slowly and gently, in towards the center of your mat. Bring the feet into parallel. So feet in line with the knees, in line with the hips, and start to feel the feet spread out, ground you to the earth. And then extend the arms up above the head, draw the navel in, and draw the spine in towards the mat. So active legs, having to hold those together. Reach the arms back behind you, stretch the fingers away, palms are facing one another. Pull the navel to the spine, spine to the mat. And then bring the arms up over the head towards the knees. And as the fingertips start to come towards the knees, lift the head, lift the neck, lift the shoulders, reach forward. Just the shoulders coming off of the mat. So head, neck, shoulders off. And then roll down the shoulders and the arms come back behind the head. So we're going to do that 10 times. Just the upper back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll down. 7 more at your own pace. Drawing navel into spine, spine into mat. Or more if you're around that number. Maybe less, maybe more. That's okay. Slow, steady, controlled, moving with the breath. Reaching fingertips way past the knees. Pulling navel to spine, spine to mat. Maybe the last one. And just hold and breathe. Relax the shoulders from the ears. Shoulders are gently lifting off the mat. Tricky to talk in this one, so I'm not going to. Feel what's going on within the abdominals, within the spine. And then nice and slowly roll down, reach the arms back, relax the arms this time. Send the legs long and just relax into that full body stretch. Breathe out, the back is naturally arching. And then scoop the knees in towards the belly. Squeeze the thighs in towards the abdomen and the chest. And lengthen the tailbone, lengthen the spine. Continue to spread the shoulders out. Keep the eyes open. Breathe where you can find the breath. So if you're struggling to breathe with the thighs compressed against the belly, breathe through the waists, breathe through the rib cage, breathe through the sides and the back of the body. Fill the vessel as much as you can. And then take the fingertips on top of the knees and just start to guide the knees in a circle. So again, really starting to massage into the pelvis, the lower back, the waists, the mid-back. Circling one way and seeing how far you can reach the arms and the knees away from you without pulling the back off of the mat. So that starts to initiate our abdominal muscles. Now circle the knees the other way and see how far you can get those knees away from you with the fingertips still on top of the kneecap. And then start to open out the hips this time. So knees go nice and wide. Draw them in towards one another, and then the knees come back into the belly. Go out to the side, come in together, and back in towards the belly. So again, slow movement with the breath. Remind you just of your sight, your drishti. and then rotate the other way. And all this while, we are drawing navel to spine, spine to mat. And then release the feet to the floor. Keep the left foot down on the floor. Right foot comes across and just lightly flex into that right ankle. And again, here the arms can be by the side of you, out to the side at shoulder height, or maybe cactus. But if you are in cactus, make sure you're spreading those shoulders wide. So here we're actively pushing that right knee further away from us, but we're not using our hands. So we're using our hip muscles, using our leg to gently push that right knee towards the right side of our mat. And from here, we're going to roll over onto our left hip and our right hip. So start moving and rolling to our left. We drop that right foot down. Keep both shoulders firmly planted if you can. Bring back into center and roll the other way. Drop down that right knee to the floor. Bring back into center. The left foot, of course, has to move with you. So we do this 3 times. Foot comes down to the IT band stretch, keeping that right knee pressing out, and then lowering down to the other side to our 4 stretch. And then last time, we're going to move into that 4 stretch. Let me move over my mat just a little bit. Into our 4 stretch and stay there. So right foot on top of left thigh, drawing right knee down. Holding for 5 breaths. Maybe take the gaze to look to left palm, left elbow. 2 more breaths. Keep pulling that right knee downwards by itself. We're not using the hands to do this. Draw navel into spine. And then breathe in, head comes back into center, and knees come back into center. Let's take it to the other side this time for the 5 breath hold. Foot comes down to the floor. We're pressing that right knee away from us, pulling down through the right hip to the floor. 5 breaths, maybe gaze looks towards left palm, left elbow. Grounding through right foot. Spread that foot, big toe, heel on the floor. Breathe the head back into center and breathe the knees back into center. From here, that right leg crosses over and we come into our shoelace pose. So hands now reach forward and take hold of your ankles or your calves or shins. And we start to pull those knees in towards the belly and the chest. And this is a little bit of an opposition work, so finding clarity in the coordination. The feet go wider as the knees pull in towards you. Lengthening spine down. We keep pulling those feet apart from one another. 2 more breaths. And then lower the feet and uncross the legs. Take them back into parallel and realign everything as you need to. So let's go other side. Left leg crosses over. Gentle flexion in that left foot. Again, placing the hands where they need to go. We're gently pressing left knee away from us towards the end of the mat. It's an active press without us doing anything. We're going to start to do those rolls. So rolling over onto right hip, placing left foot down. Pulling left shoulder down, bring back into center, realign, left knee goes to the other side. Bring back into center, keep rolling, keep moving through the right foot. And the third time. We stay, first of all, in that 4 stretch. So dropping left knee down to the floor and gently pulling right knee towards the floor, keeping shoulders planted. We're pulling gently down through the right hip. You might feel a twist in the torso here. Navel gently pulls in. And you can look towards right hand, right elbow. Breathe the head back into center, breathe the knees, realign if you need to. Then we go over to the right side of our mat, placing that left foot down and pressing that left knee away from us. Drawing left shoulder down, pulling gently into left hip. Keep pressing left knee away. And sorry, I should have said you could take the gaze to the palm or elbow of the left hand. Breathe into center. Bring the legs back into center. Realign. And cross left thigh over right. Squeeze those thighs together. Lift the feet. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Separate the feet and pull those feet apart from one another. Shoelace pose and pull the knees towards the chest. Lengthen spine, lengthen neck. Pull navel to spine, spine to mat. Gaze is still up at that single point. And release the feet to the floor. Unravel the legs. Take the feet wide of your mat this time. Spread back, spread shoulders. Maybe return to cactus or arms at shoulder height. Knees are wide. And now gently just drop the feet. Drop the knees out to the side, but keep the feet wide of your mat. So it's a wide butterfly. Knees are wide, feet are wide. Rolling onto the outer edges. Now, gently think about pressing those knees down towards the floor and notice what happens in the activation of the hips, the outer hip. And we're stretching the inner groin. I'm sure you're feeling that there. So notice what, I can feel my higher glutes engaging, the outer hip muscles starting to fire up as I start to try and press those knees down. Now kind of relax them and still think about pressing them down. And then lift the knees up towards the sky, keep the feet wide, drop the knees one way and the other, windscreen wiper. Just release out there. Good. Haven't quite finished on our back yet. Heel toe back into parallel. Bring the hands by the side of the body. Pull the pelvis, the lower back, middle back down. Spread the shoulders. So pelvic tilts. Think about the focus in the center band. So front, back, and sides. Lifting up, curling up through the spine, and then rounding down. We're pulling navel into spine, and then arching underneath. So pulling sit bones back underneath you. Round up. So we'll do 5 of these. And pull back. Round up. And pull back. 2 more. Round up. Pull back. Round up. Pull back. This time move up into bridge. Keep the hands planted, really pressing down through the arms. And stabilize through your left leg. We're going to release the right foot. We're going to take that right foot over and across. Keeping up that left hip, but not dropping into the right. Very easy to drop into the right. Keep the right hip lifted. If you need to wiggle the left foot into the center a little bit, but feel the alignment of the chest, the shoulders, the pelvis, and keep pressing that right knee down towards the floor. And then slowly lower, roll down, and we're going to interlace our fingers for our reclined pigeon. Draw it in this time. Use the elbow this time to press that right knee out to the side. So you can see where we're working towards, focusing on outer hip, inner groin, internal and external rotation of the hips, which prepares us for our Firelog. Extend your left leg up towards the sky. Pull those toes, flex the foot. Pull those toes way back over the head. Stretch into that left leg. And nice and slowly lower the left leg all the way to the floor. Keep the right foot over the left knee and let that right knee drop out. Take the hand to the thigh. Lift the knee in towards the center and place the foot down. Come back into bridge pose. Lifting up the hips. Drive the knees forward. Moving to the left side. So lift up hips, ground through hands, long neck. Shift the weight into the right foot. Lift the left off, place the left foot over. If you need to wiggle the right foot in a little bit, please do, but think about, again, dropping into left hip, dropping into right hip, shoulders aligned. Pressing left foot down, left knee down to the floor. Oh, it's tough this side. Keep lifting hips. Nice. And slowly roll down through the spine. Keep that left knee out, interlace fingers behind right thigh. Pull the knee in towards you. Leverage that left knee out with your left elbow. And then extend your right leg up towards the sky, flexing into that foot, pulling those toes towards the back of your head. Release the fingers, lower the leg all the way to the floor. Keep that left knee out and just let it rest and drop. Relax into those glutes. Nice. Take the left hand to the left thigh and lift that leg together, placing the foot down, and then extend both legs. Extend arms, point toes, reach fingers back, big body stretch. And come up to seated, however you like. You might like to just roll over to one side. You might like to bring the knees in towards the chest and gently roll up to seated. Oh! Ah. So let's take a butterfly pose here. Soles of the feet come together. How are the hips doing? Good. Soles of the feet, butterfly pose. So here we're just going to, again, guide those knees out to the side. So we press the chest forward and we use the elbows as a little bit of force against the knees. Try to relax into the outer hips, inner groin. Draw navel in towards the spine, long back. So we're not rounding anywhere. We're opening across the chest. Nice. And our chin kind of just doesn't jut forward, but it leans towards our big toes. Now contract the navel, draw the navel in, and this is where you start to round through the lower back. Let me take it to the side. So we round through the lower back, chin comes to the chest, head comes towards the toes now. So you're in your butterfly fold, rounding out through the spine, softening through the shoulders, knees are still being pressed to the floor. Roll up through the spine, keep the knees where they are, hands come back behind you, fingertips face forward, roll the shoulders, and then lengthen the front body all the way from the pubic bone up towards the sternum, shoulders away from ears as you take the gaze back up to that single point you had. Feeling the front body lengthening. And then bring yourself center. Let's take right hand to left knee. Take a nice little twist to the side. Keep those knees pressing down towards the sides of your mat, opening the chest to the left, looking towards the back of your mat. Again, we keep our eyes open throughout the entire practice. We want sight to be really clear. And then take the twist to the other side. So nice exhale as you rotate. Nice inhale as you lengthen. And everything is to do with the core, front, back, and sides, but also the trunk of the body. So anywhere from the hips up to the shoulders. And then bring yourself center. Let's take a pranayama. So our pranayama is our slow Bhastrika breaths. You can stay in butterfly or you can move to kneeling. So I'm going to move to kneeling. And with this one, the hands rise up on your inhale, reaching the fingers up. And then we create our little clenched fist as we exhale and pull down. So it's a very passive, slow, sorry, not passive, active inhale and exhale. So we breathe in, exhale. In, exhale. In, exhale. We're going to do 10, 3 rounds of 10. Breathe in and out to prepare. Relax the hands to the knees. Breathe normally. I've definitely got this busyness in my mind here from those 10 breaths. So just let that settle. If at all you need to stop the 10 breaths in the round, please do. Second round of 10 coming up. Inhale, exhale to prepare. Inhale. Relax the hands to the knees. Breathe normally. Bit of a cross between Bastrika, Kapalabhati breath, shining skull. What it means is that shining skull definitely goes into the brain. I can really feel the activation of the pranayama. Last round of 10. Breathe in and out to prepare. Reaching up on your inhale. And relax. Hi, Wesley. Oh. Breathe normally. Let whatever you're feeling settle. Good. And now let's come to tabletop. So keeping the eyes open, focus down between the thumbs, lift the navel. Nice active core, front, back and sides, long spine. Tuck the toes. Push the heels away, really draw the toes underneath you. We're going to reach back to hips to heels on our exhale and come forward, pubic bone to back bend on our inhale. So exhale, hip to heels. Inhale, dropping pubic bone, lifting forward. You might like to bring the wrists a little bit forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Keeping toes tucked. Exhale back. Inhale forward. So it's a cross between kind of upward facing plank, or no, not an upward facing plank, upward facing dog and a child's pose. Drawing in navel. And let's pull back, stay in our child's pose. Toes tucked, reach fingers forward, exhale. Belly might be down on the thighs or between the thighs, but keep those toes tucked, keep the hips pulling back. Forehead comes to the mat. And draw in to your intention of our fire element, which also stimulates our Manipura chakra, our solar plexus. And nice and slowly lift the gaze, look forward. We're going to move forward. So dropping pubic bone and again keeping the hands wherever they feel most comfortable. Keep the toes tucked. Drop pubic bone. Lift the heart, lift the chest. Keep the shoulders away from the ears. We're pushing down through the floor. Toes are tucked. Nice. And then from here, we push back through our tabletop. And yes, we do come into our toe squat. So make that one comfortable. Create a little bit of fire in the toes. Hands come forward, tabletop, keep the toes tucked. We're going to move up into our bent-legged downward facing dog. Lift the knees and lift the hips. Pedal out. Think about the focus of the navel, the spine. Releasing a heel.
at a time. Spreading out the toes, getting into the Achilles, the back of the calves, the back of the knees, back of the legs. Introduce some twists. So we're going to drop a knee and look underneath that armpit. Drop the opposite knee, look underneath the other armpit. Navel gently pulling in. Release into your downward facing dog when you're ready. Let's stay for 5 breaths. Our focus, our drishti, is either up to the navel or the knees or the heels. Next breath in, come forward into plank. You can come to half plank, which is lowering the knees. Move the hands if you need to here, pressing away from the floor. Shoulders, hips, heels, all in alignment. Focus down between the thumbs. Lower the knees to half plank if they weren't already there. We're going to lower the chest and the chin between the thumbs. And we release all the way to the floor. And we release the toes. Breathe out, head to the hands. Sway into the spine, sway into the hips. Relax everything. Glutes, back muscles, abdominal muscles. Taking the feet hip width apart. Pressing down through the feet as if somebody were holding your heels. And I will give you this option. I don't have a bolster here to demonstrate, but you can add extra weight over the back of your ankles just by placing a bolster over your heels. So these are our little kind of half uplifts. Head still connects to the hands. We're going to lift up 10 times. 10, 9, feet press into the floor. 8, 7, 6. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and hold. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, relax, bring big toes to touch. Sway out the hips. Little bit of hip release, left leg goes out into our half frog. Flexing into the foot, so knee is in line with the hip. If you like, you can stay down, of course, head to hands. Excuse me. Or you might like to come up into a half sphinx. So here we're not dropping the belly and letting the belly all hang out. We're drawing navel in lightly, but we're gently guiding that left knee out further away from us and pulling that left hip flexor down. Notice what happens with your right extended leg. Try to roll over onto the hip flexor and roll over onto the thigh, pressing the tops of the feet down. So there's a lot going on in this, even though it looks quite, might feel quite simple. There's a Sphinx pose, which you're keeping active. You're dropping and releasing into that left hip, but you've got an active right leg. Lower down if you took the Sphinx. Release the spine. Now bring the leg back. Roll out the hips. Right knee goes out to the sides. Flexing into the ankles, toes turn up towards the shin. You can stay head to hands, making sure left leg is active. We're pressing down through the left toes, left feet. Left shin, maybe coming up into that Sphinx. We're drawing navel in, lifting up through the front gate of the body, dropping down through that right hip. And widen the elbows, lower down. If you took Sphinx, bring head to hands and bring right leg back. Sway the hips out a little bit more. Release into the spine. And then take the hands back behind you. Palms are facing towards the thighs. These are our locust lifts, so upper body, shoulders, and legs and arms. We're trying to get like a nice kind of bow pose in there. Reaching feet away, legs away, lifting up. And lower. We've only got 5 of these. On the 5th one, we are going to stay and hold. 3, 4, and we hold on our 5th one. Reach fingers to heels, toes away, pull shoulders away from ears, crown of the head reaches forward. Keep lifting, keep breathing, keep smiling. And lower it down, turn onto the cheek, let the shoulders relax, let the body soften, sway out. Well done. Bring the hands forwards and push up into cobra. So you can keep the hands down on the floor, but think about the lightness of the hands there. Pull the elbows in, draw navel to spine. Keep all 10 toes touching the floor rather than letting the heels roll in towards one another. And from here, we push back into our downward facing dog. So maybe that's up through plank. Maybe it's up through tabletop. Maybe it's through your child's pose. Back into your downward facing dog, exhaling. Focus either at the navel, the knees, or the ankles. Walking feet to the hands in the center of your mat. All the way into the center, feet firmly plant. Spread the toes, make the weight nice and equal. Come into a half lift. Fingertips either on the shins or the mat, lengthen spine, lift abdominals, crown of the head reaches forward, long, 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 long spine. If you want to, reach the arms back to the hips, palms face down. So pulling shoulders away from ears, you can bend the knees here. It's a little bit of core work, front, back, and sides. And then nice and slowly bend the knees and take a full fold. Bring the elbows around to the front, sway out. So from here, we gently roll or come up to stand with a flat back. You choose. As you come up to stand, take a moment to center, head faces forward. And then lift up and go into that little back bend, which is the same as our locust lift. So pushing pelvis forward, reaching back, drawing up through the navel. Finding those 5 breaths. Long spine, you're supporting your lower back by lifting up and out of the lumbar system. And bring it center and release the hands down by the side of your body. Take a moment to find Tadasana. It's taken us 45 minutes to get to standing. But what work have we done? I hope that we have prepared our core, our hips, our back for everything now to come. Because as I said, I was working up towards one particular peak posture, Firelog. But we're going to go into a balance, which is our
standing pigeon. So standing on your left leg, we're going to take our right leg across. So just as we did in our reclined. Try not to drop into a hip, keeping pelvis nice and stable and parallel. That foot is flexed, and then we can bend into that knee and start to drop down, maybe hands into the heart center, and you can start to rest the elbows down onto the ankle and the knee. Good, so we're just staying there, breathing, bending a little bit more into the knee, bending a little bit more into the ankle. Dropping buttocks a little bit more to the back of the mat. Nice. Press through that single foot to stand tall and release the foot down. Release the hands. Good. Other side. Shift the weight, cross the foot over. Open the knee out just as we did when we were reclined. Flex into that foot and then bend into the ankle, bend into the knee. Hands come into the heart center. Start to bend a little deeper. Spine is long, so we're not rounding through the spine. So if you took this from the side, I'm not rounding over. I'm long, 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 long spine. Reaching my sit bones back. And maybe those elbows come down to your shins. Whoop. Much easier on one side than the other for me. Bring up to stand. Ooh. And release the foot, release the hands. Find that mountain pose once more. Good work. Nice, 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 nice. So just walk to the front of your mat. Feel the feet grounding you to the earth. Draw up through the front thighs, front and the back of the body. Let's go through 2 rounds of sun salutations. Then we come into our Firelog. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, swan dive and fold. Think of focus, your eyesight, where are you looking? And your navel and your core. Inhale, half lift. Lengthen spine, take those hands back, palms face down to the floor. Reach fingers back. Release, step back right leg and find a low lunge here. Lift up the arms, maybe the back toe is tucked, maybe it's released to the top of the foot. Sink the hips and then reach long, hands come down, step back through your plank, find your connecting vinyasa of choice. Maybe that is a chaturanga up dog, maybe it's a knees, chest, chin, cobra. Back into downward facing dog. Breathe. Focus either at navel, knees or ankles. Maybe you ujjayi breath. Looking forward, bringing the right foot through. Find your low lunge, either toe tucked or flat to the floor. Lift the arms. Sink the hips forward. Draw in navel. Keep the shoulders above the hips. Reach up with the arms. From here, hands come down. We're going to springboard off those back toes. Come into half lift. Hands reach back. Palms face down. Those biceps and triceps hug in. Nice and slowly release all the way into the fold. Let the hands soften. Press through the feet. Either roll up or come up in your straight back. Upward salute as you breathe in. Exhale, sink into it. And then inhale, come back. Hands come down by the side of the body. Got one more round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive, fold it down. Focus, eyesight, and your core
Arms reach back, palms facing down. Half lift. Good. Lower down into the fold. Step back, left leg this time. Toe can be tucked or flat to the floor. Drive the hips forward. Long, long front body from pubic bone to sternum. Draw navel in. Hands come down. We step back into plank or a half plank. Find your connecting vinyasa. Lower down, take the back bend. Don't forget your eyesight, where are you looking? And your core. Back into downward facing dog. Find 3 breaths. Looking forward, left leg comes through. Lower the back knee. Again, toe can be tucked or flat to the floor. I'm keeping my toes tucked. Usually I go flat. Inhale, gaze might go to the sky. Drop the shoulders from the ears. Long, long, long from fingers to hips. Hands come down. Springboard off the back toes. Come into half lift, arms raise up by the hips, palms face down, fingertips reach towards the back of the mat. Nice. Exhale, fold it down, hands come to the feet. Raise up to stand, breathing in. Go into that back bend, lift up and exhale. Stretch from pubic bone to sternum. Breathe in and exhale. Hands come down by the side of you. Now take a moment to just close the eyes. I hope this might be the first time that you've actually closed the eyes through the practice. Again, fire element is the organ of sight, our focus, our clarity. So draw in now to the third eye, the area between the eyebrows, our drishti, internal drishti. Breathe in the arms, open the eyes. Exhale, swan dive all the way into the fold. Reach those arms back. This is the last time. Half lift, exhale, fold. Step back into plank, right leg, left leg. Hold the plank. Half plank is optional. Connecting vinyasa of choice. Lower down to the floor, back bend. And back into downward facing dog. Lower the knees. Let's take a child's pose. You can keep the toes tucked if you like, or release them. I'm keeping mine tucked. I'm reaching my fingers forward. I'm bringing my head to the mat. Take a pause. Belly resting on thighs, softening through the sacrum. Come up to tabletop. Right knee comes to right wrist. Pigeon pose. And soften back into your left leg. Lift up the front body for a moment. Find that position, nice and stable, dropping into the left hip. And then maybe you come forward and drop down into pigeon. So we're just staying here for about 5 slow, long breaths. And lift the gaze. Walk the hands back. Lift up, nice and tall. Hi, Wesley. Hands come down, tuck the back toe. Your choice, you can go into downward facing dog or tabletop. Hiya. Hi. Lower knees, tabletop, left knee to left wrist. Wesley. And release down into that right leg. Sit nice and tall, drawing navel in, dropping both hips down towards the floor, and then maybe you come into your pigeon from there. 5 slow, long breaths. Rolling that right hip flexor towards your left heel. Lift the gaze, lift the chest, walk the hands back towards the knee, tuck the back toe. You can come to downward facing dog or tabletop. Lower the knees and come back to kneeling. Take a moment just to feel the spine long. Relax into the outer hips. This is our Firelog coming up, double pigeon. So using blocks and cushions as you need to. I'm going to just face you here. But I might have a block handy because this is not my favorite one either. So our left leg comes underneath, and what we're trying to aim to do is stack our shins on top of one another. And we do that by simply trying to bring this foot across. Oh, this is my worst side. So thinking, and I might just sit on a block as well. So choose your option. Sit on a block, use a block for support. Ah, that's much better. Yes. So our feet are flexed because we've been doing that a lot through the practice. We're aiming to drop this knee down. This one's very high for me because I haven't done double pigeon for a very, very long time. If this is way too much for you, we just work with a single leg and we extend the underneath leg and place the top leg over. So choices, we're staying and we are just sitting. We are breathing and we're sitting with it. Might take my block out now. Takes a bit to get into, I know, and not comfortable. That's where the fire element comes in. So I'm trying to drop this knee down, but it's very, very high. I'm feeling this all in my outer hip. Where are you feeling it? Where is your target areas? We're staying nice and tall, or we can fold over. Sit and breathe. Don't go into places of pain. Definitely a challenge. But I can feel my leg dropping gradually, relaxing into it. We've worked up to this one, so I'm definitely not going to come out too soon. It's not quite a yin pose, but we're here for about a minute, minute and a half. Just so we find the full benefits. All right, gradually come up. Let's extend those legs out in front of us. Notice what went on everywhere here. Ah, sit tall. Give the buttocks a little bit of a release. Good. Let's go other side. Bringing in. Again, sitting tall for those moments, using props as you need to. Remember, you might just like to put a block underneath that knee. That might be okay. Or a block underneath you or a cushion. Sitting tall, and then maybe you do take a little bit of a fold over, dropping chest, dropping head. Again, breathing deep into this one. We've worked up to this. We've done our reclined pigeon, prone pigeon, standing pigeon. After a few breaths, I'm hoping it becomes less tense. That top knee starts to drop just a little bit. Again, if it's really too intense, go for the single leg option. This is our last pose, last and final peak. And roll up, release the legs out in front of you, wiggle the flesh, move the hips. And if you like, you can bend the knees or you can keep them straight, but shuffle to the front of your mat, sit tall. Nice Frankenstein pose. Draw navel into spine, round, and draw those sit bones underneath you as if they were pulling towards the heels, and slowly, with control, roll all the way to the floor. That was almost a collapse. The arms go up above the head. We stretch the body. And then as we breathe out, we gather everything in and soften. Roll and massage out through the spine. Circle the knees. Do what feels good here. After that Firelog, open the hips out. Extend the legs up to the sky if you like. Happy baby if you like. Butterfly if you like. Or just start to prepare your way towards Shavasana. And again, Shavasana is your choice. You might like to go into butterfly pose. You might like to have the legs long or constructive rest. I'm actually going to take constructive rest in Shavasana today, simply to allow the belly to drop to the spine and the spine to drop to the mat. Arms out to the side of you, palms gently facing up, shoulder blades are spread out. The neck is soft and relaxed. And now we can close the eyes and relax into a wonderful reward, an end to the practice, our practice of the fire element, our peak pose of Firelog or Double Pigeon. You are the emissary of your core values, the messenger of what you hold true. You have the power within to stand up for what you believe in and for the things in life you value. Sometimes strength means to stay and be still, while at other times it means to fight for what you believe in, for your values, for others, and for your legacy. At the center of your being is your personal sun, a radiance that never dies. And we all have within us intensity of heat, perseverance, commitment, discipline, an inner fire that we can call upon at any time. So now feel the fire inside,
igniting you like the lamps of a lighthouse, calling you to walk through your challenges and adversities. The heat will create ash from your old stories and soften the edges of everything sharp. All your fires are your teachers, and all your lessons hold the seed of radical transformation. I'm going to leave you for a few moments of silence as you enjoy your Shavasana. I will let you know when it's time to come back around. Begin to take some deeper breaths as you bring your awareness back into your surroundings, back onto the mat and back into the body. By wiggling fingers, wiggling toes, moving wrists, moving ankles, and stretching and drawing knees in, rolling, massaging out, taking time to just return up to a comfortable seat. And whatever that is for you, this is kneeling, cross-legged, butterfly. Sit nice and tall, bring the hands into the heart center, Anjali Mudra. Keep the eyes open, but take the focus to the tips of your fingers. Draw into the drishti, reminding yourself that the sense organ of the fire element is sight. And when this element is in balance, our perception, our vision is sharp, clear. We have clarity and our inner luminosity glows through our eyes. So moving through the rest of your day, the rest of your week and weekend ahead, really seeing everything that comes across your path. And reminding yourself that your inner fire is always within you whenever you need to call upon it. Always thank yourself, your energy, your body and its breath for the practice. And I thank you.